1:06 p.m. on Friday, October 21st, 2022, and we will commence the board business meeting for October. Let's begin, please, standing and pledging allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'm going to call the roll for the members present. I'm Tina Stanford. I'm the chairwoman of the New York State Board of Parole. Commissioner Agostini?
Present.
Commissioner Berliner?
Present.
Commissioner Davis?
Present.
Commissioner Corley?
Present.
Commissioner Lee?
Present.
Commissioner Samuels?
Present.
Commissioner Towns?
Present.
That gives us a quorum of 8 of 15, and we can begin our business. But before we do that, please, I'm asking for a moment of silence and reflection. Thank you. We do not have any members of the public joining us today here in Albany, nor do there appear to be any in the New York City office, where we have 2 commissioners today. But I welcome their interest whenever they do choose to join us. Everyone should have received the minutes for our September 26, 2022 meeting. And upon your review, I would be pleased to receive a motion with respect to those minutes.
Motion to accept the minutes.
Motion has been made to accept the minutes as presented. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Towns. The motion was made by Commissioner Agostini, seconded by Commissioner Towns. Any further questions or discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye and show of hands.
Aye.
I'm abstaining since I was not present.
You don't need to. I
Oh,
think
okay,
one of the
then
parliamentary
okay.
points we learned a while ago is that you
Okay,
don't
then I
have to abstain.
Okay.
Thank you. So the motion is carried and it is full approval of those minutes. I would like to also note for the record that we do have members of the board staff with us here today. Our counsel.
Kathy Hiley.
And our associate counsel.
Elliot McIntosh.
And one of our verbatim reporter.
Christina Walker.
And she's also taking our minutes. And also present from Docs Training Academy.
Laura Collucci.
Thank you. And also our executive assistant.
Danielle Hilly.
And in New York also, assistant counsel.
Sean Blessing.
Thank you. I think that's everybody. All right, thank you very much. Old business is the matter of our regulations, and I'm going to turn over the floor to our counsel.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, the next item of business is the readoption of the emergency rulemaking implementing the Less is More Act. This rulemaking is made as an emergency measure because time is of the essence. The readoption of the rulemaking ensures the revocation adjudication process is consistent with the Due Process Clause and that releasees and other interested parties have appropriate notice for procedures and possible sanctions. Because amendments to the executive law have changed material items of applicable statutory provisions governing such procedures and have made such changes effective as of a date that does not allow for the normal rulemaking process or proposal process, the emergency adoption of these rules is necessary to ensure the state continues to meet its obligations to public safety and to provide due process to the releasees accused of violating the conditions of release. Therefore, Chair, I would ask that we vote to re-adopt the emergency regulations for 60 days.
Thank you. Any questions or discussion on this issue? Is there such a motion?
Davis.
Commissioner Davis, point of order, Commissioner Davis, can you please state the full motion?
Why is that?
One more time. Just what the
What is the
request
motion?
The request is to re-adopt the emergency regulations for
Right.
60 days.
So I put forth the motion to adopt the emergency regulations for 60 days.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Berlin. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Show of hands. Commissioners? Aye. 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 Thank you. Commissioner Towns, you're included in that as well? Okay, thank you. And for the record, Commissioner Otis Cruz has joined us, and we are now at 9, and he is also joined in that vote. Thank you, Commissioner Cruz. All right, thank you. The motion is carried. Right. There are no new items of business to discuss today, so I'm going to move quickly to correspondence, announcements, and invitations. I remind you all that we are still in Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Wanted to just share a few statistics why it's important to recognize this month. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 10 men have experienced contact sexual violence, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner during their lifetime. That comes from the National Intimate Partner and Sexual Violence Survey. 54% of transgender individuals experienced some form of intimate partner violence. That comes from the National Center for Transgender Equality. African American women experience intimate partner violence at a rate 35% higher than white women and 2.5 times higher than women of other races, and that comes from the Women of Color Network. 1 in 3 Latinas experience intimate partner violence in their lifetime. 1 in 4, more than 4 in 5 American Indian and Alaskan Native women, that's equals 84.3%, have experienced intimate partner violence in their lifetime. That comes from the National Institute of Justice research report. 1 in 5 of Asian or Pacific Islander women reported experiencing rape, physical violence, and or stalking by an intimate partner in their lifetime. This Domestic Violence Awareness Month and all year long, the Office for the Prevention of Domestic Violence on their website is asking us all to start a conversation. They've provided a toolkit on their website. That's OPDV, Office for the Prevention of Domestic Violence in New York. They've created a toolkit where you will find definitions, conversation starters, and resources to start a conversation with any people in your life. When survivors know they're not alone, they're more likely to get the help they need. Talking more about domestic violence and resources is an important first step to ending it. So please be willing to start a conversation. Also, I want to note that we have been invited to reapply for our membership with the Association of Paroling Authorities International. Chelsea Visveri sent information around to everyone that's at this meeting, for the most part, to join membership. We've also extended that to include our counsel's office, as well as our executive assistant to the board. As you know, they are really the premier international organization for paroling authorities. The American Correctional Association does our accreditation, but their focus really is more on correctional facilities and institutions and community supervision. The Association for Paroling Authorities International is about boards. Their president is a phenomenal person. Recently had the chance to spend some time with him and other members of the APAI. And so you have the schedule of the cost. Depending on how many of us renew our membership, will bring the cost down. So I'm hoping you will all consider joining and take advantage of the resources that they have available to their members. Want to also highlight the fact that we had several staff members being recognized this year, albeit a little late, for reaching milestones in their service. So these people whose names I'm going to read already have more than the years that they're being recognized for, but there was a nice recognition ceremony Someone who's with us today wasn't able to attend because he was busy doing the work, but you'll know who that is in a moment. So 25 years of service plus from the Board of Parole staff include Melissa Davis, Gerald Greenan III. We didn't have anyone individually being recognized for over 30 years in 2021, but 35 years, Stephen Rosenblum, who's retired now, has over 35 years of service, and 40 years of service plus. Our own Lorraine Morris was honored, and our own Otis Cruz. So he was given a nice certificate and letter in absentia, but certainly want to thank him for his commitment to the people of the state of New York, and certainly his esteemed time with our organization, the New York State Board of Parole. Congratulations on that milestone achievement. We also have a couple of people who celebrated birthdays since last month. I'm not calling out dates, but Commissioner Agostini, I believe, celebrated a birthday since our last meeting, as did Danielle Hilly. So congratulations on another year of life. And with that, I would happily enter into executive session to discuss confidential matters with respect to incarcerated persons, and then at the end of that, conclude our meeting. Is there a motion to enter into executive session?
I move we enter into executive session.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I second.
Made by Commissioner Agostini, seconded by Commissioner Lee. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye and show of hands. Aye. Thank you. Public session is concluded.